Hello, Chunky. It is a freezing cold Wednesday here at the Voice of Reason, and I've come to see my girls are all very excited to come down and join me for some free scran. My swans are on the way, but as you can see, it's mostly storks this morning. Joining me here for this little gobshitery, which is just simply filling time. The two calls I want you to hear are in about 2 minutes, but I'll give you an explanation as to what they are next. We just have to fill a bit of time with cuteness, like my young ladies coming to. Look at my babies. They're so excited to see me. Look at them. If only my audiences were this enticed by my huge charisma and big personality. Come on, girls.
Box takers, dinghy divers, and lefties. This ain't for you. Alex Belfield's Voice of Reason.
How do, Chunky? Unfortunately, this young man behind me is very unpopular with the government. They don't like any fat cows. That's why they've recently axed loose women. Today, I want to play you a video that is very controversial. It was 45 minutes, the first call on Sunday night's Voice of Reason live phone-in. A call that I could never have predicted. I can't even say the words that it's about yet because of the algorithms here, so I'm just going to filibuster. If you want to go straight to the call, just fast forward. There's no time for jokes in this video today. We're just going to get on with it, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Bye-bye, my love. That's Gemma, by the way. Vanessa's over there looking busy, and little Lezo is currently chewing the cud, which is what I do tonight at 9 p.m, live with the phone-in where you can call in, and Sunday night at 9. I took 2 calls on Sunday from 2 ladies who have been treated appallingly by this country, because it seems to me, despite all of the jibber jabber about the way we treat women who are abused, we still don't give them any form of justice. We don't take them seriously, and often we blame them. It's astounding to me that we live in a country that is still tickling the trout of this topic and buttering the parsnips of reality, where we can't have an honest discussion about the worst possible crime that could be committed against a woman. 2 of them managed to get through. It's a random phone-in. I have no control. How many others tried to get through that couldn't get through? These were 2 calls in a 90-minute live broadcast that would never be broadcast on terrestrial broadcasting. It couldn't be done on the BBC. Their guidelines wouldn't allow the explicit language we use to describe what happened to these 2 women. The first, who was insulted by the police by being sold an alarm in case 4 men of this specific breed decided to do the same again, as if that's going to matter after they've dragged her into the van. And the second lady who begged the police to do something, or she would take the law into her own hands. This is the greatest privilege on earth, what I'm doing at alexbelfield.com. That phone-in is worth every second that I spent pleasuring His Majesty. My second coming has gone better than I could have ever believed, because the public are so smart. They're not falling for the bullshit that is being vomited by the hideous, evil, and manipulative mainstream media via the police and the evil BBC, who want to monstrosize me for words. I don't say any words in this video. I don't need to, because the ladies who called me so brilliantly and bravely explained their story. Please watch this and join us at alexbelfield.com if you want to join the free speech party, where you can say anything. Tell me your story unedited. 45 minutes I spent talking to Louise. I think there's 2.5 minutes here because we can't broadcast the truth. There is no free speech. And whether they say there is or there isn't, I can't have an honest discussion here using grown-up words because nobody will see the video. Please watch these 2 ladies and realize we live in a country that will cover up anything to save their own dignity and to cover up what they would call uncomfortable realities and truths about certain communities and certain specific men within our communities that are a danger to women. And that's why Epping happened, based on 2 arrests by 2 men who did something to 2 women. It wasn't just a random rally. It wasn't a flag-flying protest for no reason. 2 men were arrested from that hotel. They've now been moved. It's moving the deck chairs around the Titanic. They've not gone anywhere. They're not being sent back in, one out. No, they're still there. They'll be in another hotel, putting other women at equal risk. So there's no victory. Watch this video and tell me that you're proud to be British. A 14-year-old girl walking home from school. And the police sell her an alarm. They should be ashamed. West Yorkshire police, shame on you.
I am Louise. I'm from West Yorkshire. 30 years ago, I got by the Pakistani gangs.
Let's start at the very beginning. What happened to you, Louise?
So when I was 14, I'm now 45, I literally was being followed home from school.
Right.
Several times. My mum and my stepbrother at the time rang the police and they said, oh, we can't do anything. And then it ended up, I got dragged into a minibus and raped by 4 Pakistani men. What is getting me now, they're saying it's all about girls who are in care. No, it's not. They are literally, it's not even grooming. I wasn't groomed. I was literally dragged in and raped. And then 3 years later, when I got my life back together, I was literally sexually assaulted by another Pakistani man. That was supposed to go to court. The first one didn't. The second one was supposed to go to court. And if anybody's listening, any ladies, any women, mothers, I mean, bloody hell, mothers, keep on what you're doing with this protesting because I am bloody hell behind you.
Did they physically follow you on foot and then put you in the van, or did they follow you in the van?
They'd followed me for about 4 weeks. They'd followed me. They were literally 4 ways home that I could come from home from school, and they'd followed me. And they turned up in, you know, like the Volkswagen Beetle vans.
Yes.
The minivans. Opened the door and they dragged me in. It was just over 40 minutes. They literally went one at a time. So I was literally sore, bleeding. I went straight to the doctors. They got me a late night appointment. I got took to a centre where I got assessed. And do you know what the police did?
Go on.
Sold me a rape alarm for £10.
Hello, who's calling?
Hello, it's Terry Lee calling. I reported the sexual abuse of my child to the police in Kent. It came out after my divorce, and the police did nothing. As a mum, I went on a rampage. I smashed up his house 4 times, spray painted his name, date of birth, crime on his property, and I called the police on a 999 call, and I said, you know what? You need to either arrest him or arrest me, because I'm going to kill him. When the police came to the door and come in, and I remember the conversation with this bastard social worker who just didn't give a rat's ass what my daughter was saying. He was too busy looking around my flat and picking his nails. And that conversation that my daughter had with the police, that played over in my head for about a year straight. I couldn't sleep. As soon as I closed my eyes, I'd just hear what she was telling the police. And the ramifications that, you know, obviously my child has suffered, you know, and you bear the shame, you bear the guilt, you bear the weight of that, and it doesn't go away. I'm now 20-on years down the road from this. I can't have a relationship. I've slept with a fucking dirty nonce, unknowingly. I live in a small town. Do you know I've met 2 girls down here that were involved in this Rotherham shit? One of them I met her down in Grace Western Beach. The state paid her out $250,000. And, we'll go after a few token of the Pakistani dudes, but we won't go after the teachers that were involved. We won't go after the police that were involved. We won't go after social services were involved.